Some major legal stories that we are following this weekend. Criminal defense attorney and former prosecutor Bernarda Villalona is joining us now to break it all down. Bernarda, always good to see you, especially on a weekend. Let's start with the latest on Sean Diddy Combs. This is yet another attempt to get out of jail on bail, sex trafficking case. The presiding judge says he will make this decision on Diddy's bail request in the coming days. Combs has already been denied bail twice. What is the court potentially considering in this particular request?
Yeah, so I was inside of the courtroom yesterday, and I was also inside of the courtroom when he made the second bail request, attempt at bail. So in terms of yesterday, I think things went in his favor. I think there's a strong chance that he actually will be granted to be released on bail. In terms of what the judge was looking at, the judge was looking, of course, as the dangerousness factors and also whether he's a risk of flight. But the bail package was different this time. The bail package consisted, of course, of the $50 million bond, but also 24-hour security. And for Sean Combs to actually reside in New York City, where he'll be in an apartment in the Upper East Side, where there'll be 24-hour security by this firm that is hired by Sean Combs. Also, in addition to that, that the people will have to be, that will visit him will have to be approved by the U.S. Attorney's Office and also pretrial services. But what made this attempt different is that, remember, the CEO of Abercrombie and Fitch, that he was granted bail and he has similar charges as to Sean Combs, and he was granted bail and actually has been released. So I think he has a better chance this time around with him being released under the services that was proposed by the defense.
Interesting. We'll see what happens there. Illinois State Supreme Court overturned Jussie Smollett's conviction. His lawyer reacting by saying the evidence always pointed to Smollett's innocence in this case. What are the next steps, and could Smollett actually have grounds for a civil suit against the city of Chicago, where this all took place?
So interestingly enough, the appeals court in Illinois, the highest court of Illinois, didn't actually address his innocence, didn't actually address the verdict itself or the evidence that was presented. What the Illinois Supreme Court said is that he shouldn't have been prosecuted a second time because they had already an agreement had been in place, and an agreement that was carried out by both sides, the prosecution as well as Jussie Smollett. And he relied on that agreement in terms of the $10,000 that he forfeited and also the 15 hours of community service that he performed, so that the criminal justice system will come to a standstill if agreements by the prosecution cannot be relied upon.
Lastly, I want to talk about actor Jonathan Majors and his ex-girlfriend putting an end to their civil legal battle. We all remember the incident that was at the center of this trial, where his ex allegedly said that Majors broke her finger while trying to pry a phone out of her hand. Neither party said why or how they came to a settlement here. What do you think happened?
I think there must have been a settlement that we don't know about, a settlement that was agreed upon, and both sides formally just asked the case to be withdrawn from civil court. So this is the end to it.
Simple as that. Sometimes it can be as simple as that. All right, Bernarda, thanks so much for taking the time and going through those cases with us. Really do appreciate it.
Thank you.